I am Megan Edwards with MiningIR. I'm here at the mining investment event with Rob Cook, Senior Vice President of the Canadian Securities Exchange. Thanks for coming on today.
Thanks for having me.
So, the Entrepreneur Exchange has been a cornerstone of CSE's outreach. What kind of feedback have you received from founders and investors, and how has it evolved in 2025?
Okay, well, it's kind of been a long time coming because it's 21 years, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. And we started out very small, but the feedback that we've gotten all through our development has been, well, not universally positive, but quite positive.
Okay.
So that's how we've been able to grow at a faster rate than virtually any stock exchange in the world.
Okay.
We started with 3 companies and now we got 750, 60, 70, I don't know what, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. And the total number of public companies in Canada really hasn't grown very much in those past 20 years.
Yeah.
But a lot of them have shifted from our competitors to us. So that is great feedback
Yeah, absolutely.
for us. So we're happy with that. The trend, it continues in 2025. It's starting out to be a bit of a bounce back from 2024, which was quite sluggish in many ways. So we're on a bit of an uptick. It's not the boom we'd like to see, but companies are raising money. I think that's an improvement over last year in terms of the total dollars. Sorry, I don't have the actual number. And our volumes are up. The trading volume has recovered somewhat. We continue to list companies. Last year was one of our slower years, but this year's picked up again. And a lot of them are in this sector, in the mining sector, mostly mineral exploration companies. We are still getting some IPOs. So that's the other thing that's happened in the past, say, 5 years, is we've had the most IPOs of any stock exchange in Canada, sometimes by a large margin. Like, we had 9 and they had 1 or something, like that. So it's a result of our focus on giving access to emerging companies or developing companies at an early stage of development, giving them access to public capital. So they can go public and they can raise $2 million. They don't have to raise $50 million. They can raise $2 million. They can raise less than that in reality, but on average, or like they raise $2 million, they get to go public, they're listed, they have some capital to grow their business.
Right.
They have some capital to put in the ground.
Yeah.
Okay?
Absolutely. So looking back at the first half of 2025, how does it compare to 2024? I know you sort of touched on that, but in terms of new listings, trading activity, and financing trends on the CSE?
Well, like I'm kind of said, it's up. It's not thrillingly up. There are still barriers to raising capital. And some of it is, I think there's a small part that might be geopolitical because there's uncertainty out there.
Yeah.
But it's difficult to reach investors. Times are different now than they were 20 years ago, say. People have accounts with discount brokers. They don't have a retail broker that is giving them suggestions, that is introducing them to opportunities in this sector. So a lot of younger people are thinking, well, maybe mining's not cool. Maybe crypto's cool, right? And for a while, cannabis was cool. But a smaller proportion of the investment dollars is going into the mining sector, particularly at the junior end, where it's really needed. It's an industry where Canadians punch above their weight. We've explored all over the world and certainly all over Canada, and we continue to do that. And that takes capital because it takes a lot of exploration dollars to find one mine. It takes many attempts. We're still really big proponents of this industry. And as a stock exchange, we do what we can to provide the companies with exposure so that they can get their story out. Yeah, and we have a number of people in our marketing team who help. We do podcasts just like you do. Yeah. So, but without me.
Yeah. Right. So can you walk us through the strategic rationale behind the CSE's recent acquisition of a stake in Australia's NSX and what this means for Canadian issuers looking at cross-border opportunities?
Okay. Well, we first identified the NSX, or the National Stock Exchange of Australia, as a possible takeover or acquisition for us 10 or 15 years ago, easily. At the time, we didn't have the money, and they didn't have the management that, in our opinion, is needed to make it a success. But both of those things apply today. And they are a small exchange, and they're operating in a marketplace, or a country, you might call it. The capital markets there are somewhat similar to those in Canada. A lot of the demographics are the same. A lot of the expertise is the same. They do also excel in the mineral exploration industry. But what they don't have is a viable competitor to the major stock exchange, the ASX. And we can assist the NSX in becoming that serious competitor. Right now, they're a competitor, but not in a large way, and not necessarily in this sector either, which was a bit of a surprise to us. And so far, the response that we've received from people in Australia that are in the capital markets, and particularly in the mineral exploration sector, has been overwhelmingly positive. So that's great. It is a takeover bid. The NSX is publicly traded. We can't consummate it tomorrow. We need shareholder approvals on our end and their end. We need regulatory approvals. We think it'll all happen, but it'll be probably late in the third quarter before that happens. And then you also asked, well, what does this mean about opportunities for interlistings? That's going to take more time to come. There's got to be a bit of an adjustment in some of the rules and regulations. The NSX has to replace its trading engine so that they can handle bigger volumes, which we hope will come. In fact, we're quite confident will come, and we're in a position to help with that too. So so we're quite excited about it. Yeah,
Good.
It's good.
With global markets adapting to higher interest rates and shifting capital flows, how is the CSE positioning itself to remain competitive for growth stage companies in the resource, tech, and emerging sectors?
We have to keep doing what we've been doing.
Yeah.
This made us a success. We can't say, okay, now we're going to lurch over here and do that. The business is kind of simple in some ways. You know where your revenue streams are, and you got to position yourself where there's competition, and where there is not necessarily competition just on the basis of price, on a customer service. Okay. So, we have to regulate our listed companies. We've got a lot of rules that all stock exchanges have to have. We have 2 securities commissions that regulate us, and that's all well and good. We need integrity in the rules, but we can still treat all those listed companies as our customers.
Right.
And we can help them because, their growth means our growth.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So if we can help introduce them to even like opportunities like this mining investment event, right? It's a great opportunity for a company to come out and tell its story to people who understand the business and know how to, achieve or raise the capital that they need.
Right.
Yeah.
Before I wrap things up, is there anything you'd like to add that I forgot to mention?
No, it's been great.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
been perfect, you mean?
Oh, closest you can get.
Perfect. I love that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time today, Rob.
Not at all. Thank you.